Hey guys, I'm Kat, and this is my cat, and we're here to talk about English in Norway. Um, so this is all inspired by that absolutely amazing Sherlock parody that I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen around Tumblr and elsewhere on the interwebs. And I think a lot of Norwegians had, either one out of two reactions. There's my reaction, which was, oh my God, finally people are going to realize that Norwegians actually have a really high level of English skill. Um, and that we don't, sit around petting our reindeer in our woolly hats with our skis or whatever. Um, and then there's the other reaction, which is, oh my God, no, this is not typical. We kind of suck. Um, and I can understand and relate to both of them because here's the thing: Norway and Norwegians, and Scandinavia in general, but I think specifically Norway more than certainly Sweden, um, has a really high fluency level when it comes to English. Um, we don't dub films. We don't, well, for children, but not for adults, we use subtitles. We don't generally, we consume British and American culture as does the entire Western world, but we try to, you know, um, not, as I say, not dub and not, kind of adapt in that way. Which I think is a good thing. It's probably helped fluency levels, and of course today the internet means that most kids are communicating in English pretty much every day, and I know it certainly helped me. I'm born in 1978 because I'm old, um, and uh, and I remember when the internet started becoming like a thing that more people used. Certainly my own written fluency improved. Well, not fluency, but certainly my grammar and kind of my ability to express myself in writing. Because one thing is being able to speak and being fluent. Quite another is being able to kind of write in that fluid sort of way. And I'm not typical. I am a linguist. I've worked as a translator for many years. I've I'm yeah. So I work with languages. I'm quite musical, and so for me accents are it's really easy for me to kind of, I wouldn't say ape, but more sort of up, assimilate an accent, I guess. This is my default accent, which is kind of a general American sort of thing. Um, and it's to the point where like I could like do different American accents, but it wouldn't feel natural. This is what I kind of, as I say, this is what I default to. I can also do a British accent, excuse me, which I do use when I'm in the UK, or if I'm speaking to British people. Um, uh, Switching is hard, but I'm gonna try. Just need to. Yeah, it's like, because the thing is like when it's not exactly like pushing a button, but you do have to sort of um, flip your kind of switch in your brain. And sometimes it will bleed. Like I remember one time, my husband and I usually go to the US in summer, and one time I'd spent a week with some friends in Scotland and in London, and the a lot of people told me that my American English was influenced by was sort of creeping into the transatlantic there, which it probably is right now as well because I've been speaking because I've been using my American accent. Um, so yeah, I this is but like most people in Norway will learn to speak with a British accent in school. Um, Legally, they're actually allowed to choose. Um, Not a lot of people know that, but they are. Um, and you can use any regional accent. Because at that point, you don't have a regional accent, do you? Um, but that's sort of the level that we're at, and it's quite interesting because I find I've taught English at high school level, um, and what I find is that students are quite reluctant to speak English because, when they're 16, 17, 18, um, they feel that their skill level isn't high enough and sort of embarrassed to speak. And what I sort of try to do as a teacher at that point is encourage them to, um, just speak. But you do see that a lot. You see teenagers and young adults being very aware of the language, possibly because they encounter it so much throughout their lives on the internet and so forth. Um, but yeah, so I'm functionally bilingual, I would say. I was just talking the other day about how it's hard for me to write in Norwegian, like write fiction in Norwegian, because I'm so used to doing it in English, and that's definitely rare. I would think, but at the same time, it's probably going to be more and more common, uh, because the skill level is so high, and yeah, so um, anyway, that's been a lot of rambling from me, and no one's gonna listen to all of this, so I'm gonna make a shorter version of this as well, just and then I'm gonna decide which one to put up. Thank you guys for listening. This has been, kind of a. This has been a thing. Okay.